I think there's three specific type of men that all men need to have in their life if they're going to succeed, if they're going to become the fullest version of themselves, if they're going to become the man that they were born and were created to be. And it doesn't matter if they're young or old. It doesn't matter if they're black, white, yellow, brown, purple, green, blue. It doesn't matter. I believe, based on 20 years of my own personal experience of being in leadership positions, of leading men, of being at the front of whether it's corporate organizations, sports teams, competition, bodybuilding prep, working as a trainer in the last 3 years, having had thousands of conversations with men that are struggling with pornography addiction. I believe that in order for a man to become the greatest version of himself, in order for him to be free of addiction, be free of vice, live a life of purpose, live a life of meaning, live a life of truly giving into the world, he needs three specific type of men in his life. Like I said, over the last 20 years, every type of leadership position that you can think of outside of military positions, I have held, whether it's working in stock departments at 19 years old. The first job I had out of high school was working in a grocery store down here in Tampa, Florida. Within the first 3 months, I was promoted and moved into a team leadership position. And at 19 years old, I had a staff of 8 men that reported and worked to me. These guys were of all different ages. Many of these men were double my age and could have even have been my father. But early on, I knew that a big part of who I was to be a leader. And like I said, in the last 3 years, we've helped hundreds of men break free from their pornography addiction. So I believe in order for men to succeed, they do need these three type of men in their life. A number one, they need a mentor. They need somebody that is showing them the way. They need somebody that has gotten to where it is they want to be and can show them, can answer the questions for them, can help them identify the problems before they even show up in life. All men, I believe, whether they're, like I said, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years old, need men in their life that are coaching them, that are mentoring them, that are helping them understand the problems that they're about to face and process and come up with solutions for said problems. It doesn't matter if you're struggling with an addiction, you want to change your physique, you want to build your greatest body, you want to compete in a bodybuilding show, you want to accelerate and grow within your business. All of these different types of men need mentorship in their life. I believe it's fundamentally necessary for us to succeed at getting to the highest level in our life and in our journey. Number two, I think all men need a group of men that they do life with. They all need a group of running mates. Whether it's struggling with an addiction, you need a group of men that are working through the same issues that you are. Whether this is a local church group, a support group, an AA 12 steps, or working with an online group coach that can help you by having regular conversations with people, that can help you by providing an environment. But most importantly, having men that you do life with is fundamentally necessary for your mental health, your emotional health. Understanding that there's people in the world that are going through the same issues, going through the same problems, going through the same struggles that you are, helps you eliminate any guilt or shame that you may have been working with. So fundamentally necessary for men to have mentorship in their life, but more importantly, to have a group of men that they do life with. And the third type of man that I believe all men need to have in their life is somebody that they're leading, somebody that they're coaching, somebody that they're helping show the way. This could be a younger brother, it could be a nephew, it could be a sports team, it could be just somebody from your local church or community that you feed into, that you breathe life into. Oftentimes this would be somebody, obviously, that maybe you're a little bit older than, but in some cases, you may hold information that could help an older man accelerate in his life. I know the younger generation, the younger men, 25 to 30, they were born in a technological world that many men in their 50s and 60s never experienced. So perhaps you could be a mentor to an older gentleman at your church that is struggling with getting his life transitioned online. Maybe he wants to get plugged into social media. Maybe there's a local business that could benefit from your understanding of social media. So if you look at opportunities to use your wealth of knowledge, use your passions, use what makes you great, use your unique skills to feed into the life, to give into other people. I believe that is fundamentally necessary as well for all men. Because if there's something that's unique about you, there's something that you know, whether there's a skill set, a piece of information, the ability to do certain things, if it's unique to you, chances are that uniqueness is closely tied to your purpose. And men need to be living in their purpose. Men that are not living, pursuing purpose and passion, begin to pursue and seek out and fall into meaningless pleasure. And that's where in the last 3 years, we've been able to identify what it takes for men to break free from the chains of their porn addiction. It's about having purpose in this life. It's about what are you doing on a daily basis to chase the man you were born and created to be. More importantly, are you doing it with another group of men? Are you doing it with like-minded individuals who are all processing the same issues, who are all going through the same things, and are all aiming at becoming the man that they were born to be? And then thirdly, do you have somebody that is going to hold you accountable? Do you have somebody that understands what it is you're trying to do? If you're trying to launch a business, do you have a mentor that has succeeded in launching a business in the sector, in the industry that you're trying to? If you're trying to overcome a pornography addiction, do you have somebody in your corner that has overcome this addiction? Do you have somebody helping you identify where the next problems are going to come up and coming up with conclusions and solutions to those problems before the problems even arise? So I believe it's fundamentally necessary, like I said, for men to have a vision and plan a purpose for their life, a group of men that they do life with, and a mentor and coach that is holding them accountable along the way. And that's exactly what we provide to you inside of our Reboot Your Life coaching program. So if you've been struggling with this addiction for any length of time and you're ready to break free, if you're ready to become the man that is porn free and that you were born and created to be, then down there in the pinned comment below, put a link to our coaching application page. Once a month, we take a small, intimate group of men through a 16-week journey to help them identify the purpose and passion for their life, to help them get free and clean of pornography, but more importantly, help them step into the life that God created them to live. So fill the application out, guys. Book a call. I look forward to talking to you on the inside. God bless you guys. Coach Frank, Rebuild Recovery. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. You're getting value out of this channel. Love you guys. We'll see you in the next one.